Hey everyone, it's Shelby here. Welcome back to A Little Literary Love. I'm glad you're with me today because today's video I have somewhat of a TBR video. I know I just posted my November TBR not that long ago, but we are getting near the end of the year. So this is kind of my last ditch effort. These are some of the books that I just really want to get done and finish reading by the end of 2024. So I have a list of 10 books. That's the title of this video, 10 Before the End. 10 books that I will be talking about, the books that I just want to try to get into. But before we get into all of those 10 books, I would like to say, please make sure if you like my content to subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it as a small YouTuber here. And then also if you like my videos, make sure you're hitting that thumbs up button. Really appreciate it. Anyway, we're going to get right into those books. Yes, so 10 books, 10 before the end of the year. I can't believe that we are already near the end of the year. There is only a few more weeks left. When I'm filming this is, like second full week of November. So we only have about like 6 more weeks left of the year, which is absolutely crazy to me. I can't believe we're here right now. So these books that I have on this list, some of these are books that have been on prior TBRs. Honestly, there's several of these that have been on multiple prior TBRs and I still have not gotten to them and I really would like to get to them. There's also some books on here that they are just like some books that friends really recommend that I'm wanting to try to get to, or just like books that I've been wanting to get to for like years or like earlier in the year. And I just, for whatever reason, I haven't gotten to. And yeah, so we're just going to get right into all of those books. So the first book that I have to talk about is Honeycut by Sir Simone. No, I still have not read this book. This was one of my most highly anticipated books of this year. I could not wait for this to come out. This came out in June, and then I still have not picked it up. I have not gotten to it. This is the second book in the Lyonese trilogy. So this is an erotic Tristan and Isolde retelling. This is a threesome, so it is an MMF romance, and there's lots of different like espionage, sabotage, like she is like a spy for the Catholic Church, and her husband to be, which I believe they might get married in this one, owns a sex club, and he's a very powerful person, and he hires Tristan as a bodyguard and then also to be her bodyguard, and they have this very kinky, messy threesome thing going on, and I need to get to this. I know I will love it. I know it's going to be brutal and it's going to hurt reading this, but I want to read it. I want to get it done before the end of the year. So hopefully I can make that happen. Then I have The Starlight Heir by Amelie Howard. This book actually does not come out until January, like the first week of January, but I did get the arc of this one already from NetGalley. So I want to try to make sure that I get this book done before we start January and I start getting like more arcs and more things come up that I want to try to do. So this, I feel like, is the time to get this book read before the end of 2024. So this one is a fantasy. It is based off of Persian and Indian mythology, which I think is super cool. Amelie Howard is actually an author that I have been wanting to read. She writes a lot of historical romance. So I think that's really cool that she is branching off into the fantasy world, and I'm super excited. This one is about a female bladesmith, also super cool. And she is tasked with finding the Starbringer, which is some sort of magical, powerful thing that will help people. So Then I have The Risk by S.T. Abbey, this first book in the Mindfuck series. This one has been on TBRs in the past, and I just still have not gotten to it. I know I will enjoy this one, and I think this one is pretty short too, because each book is pretty short and it makes up the whole like Mindfuck series. This one is a female serial killer and an FBI agent. I believe they are dating, and maybe like she has to like keep her stuff secret from him, and I believe he has like been hunting her. So I think it's very interesting. It's like a classic of the dark romance realm, and I have still have not read it. Then I have Phantasma by Kaylee Smith. This is another book that has been on several of my TBR videos, and I still have not gotten to it. So this is a romantasy. It takes place in a like manor. It's like a spooky manor. There's a competition going on. She's a necromancer, and she makes a deal with a phantom to try to win this competition that is taking place at this spooky cursed manor. I've heard really good things. It's been on like everybody's like favorites list of this year, so I need to get to it. Same with Quicksilver by Callie Hart. This one, I can't remember. This one might have been on like one or two of my TBR videos. I can't really remember, but I know this one is very hyped right now. Very, very hyped. This is a portal fantasy. All I know about this one is that it's between a fae and a human, and it's enemies to lovers. Don't really know much else about that one. I believe this one is pretty long too, so I've been kind of putting it off. One of my friends said that she really loved it. I just need to try to get into it, like make the jump and read that book. Then I have Snapdragon by Sophia Rose. This one is just one that I keep seeing on my Instagram feed. There's a bunch of people that I follow and that I'm friends with, and they really rave about this author. She's a new like indie author. She writes cozy monster romances. This one is between a human and a dragon shifter. I believe this is the first book of a series, and I believe all the books in the series take place at a like a music store or like a record store or something like that. I know this also has Grumpy Sunshine Trope in it. And then same with this one, Space for More by Emily Antoinette. This one is, I've also seen this author a lot in a lot of the people that I follow on Instagram. I've been really, really wanting to read something from this author, and this is a book that I had gotten in one of my free e-reader days. There's been lots of those this year. I don't remember which one I got this one, but I remember I got this one for free. This is an alien romance. It is another menage romance between two females and a male, so FFM romance. I believe there is a second chance for two of the characters in here. And yeah, I've just heard really good things about this author, so I want to try her out before the end of the year. And then Bad Alpha by Catherine Moon. This is part of the Sweetverse series. This is a Megaverse series that she and Lana Cole wrote. So you have like books from Catherine Moon, and there's also books from Lana Cole. I have not really liked Lana Cole's books as much, but I've been loving Catherine Moon's books. Like that was my first introduction into Omegaverse, and I just have not finished this series. And I've been really wanting to continue on with this series because like I said, the Catherine Moon books have been some of my like absolute favorite books of all time, and I just have been dragging my feet with getting to this one. All I know about this one is that it is about a female alpha, and I think that's part of why I have not picked this one up, because I just do not enjoy when women are more dominant in my books. I don't think there's anything wrong with it, and I do enjoy some books like that. It's just not my jam. But I really think I will enjoy this one once I actually get to it. And I believe like this is Omegaverse, so there is it's kind of like a wide shoes. I don't know how big the polyamory aspect of this book is, but I know it's going to be there, and I know I'm going to enjoy it. I just need to actually pick it up and read it. Then I have Hidden Truths by Neva Altaj. This is the third book in the Perfectly Imperfect series. This is a mafia romance series, and I have loved the other two books of this series that I read. I read the other two books earlier this year, and I just want to try to make it I just want to continue to read this series and to finish the series because I'm wanting to try to be better about finishing the series that I pick up. Two, this one but the two books before this one were honestly pretty short and really easy to get through. So I feel like that will be the same for this one. It's Mafia. I haven't read a Mafia in a while, and I've been really craving a Mafia romance. And I just really think I will enjoy this one. It is a Bradfa, and sounds like from the blurb that there's a captor captive aspect to this one. So I know I'm going to enjoy it. I want to get to it. And then the last book that I have on my 10 before the end is Bull Moon Rising by Ruby Dixon. I did go out and purchase this like the day it came out because this is just one of the most gorgeous books that I have. I love how beautiful this one is. This is a fantasy romance. It's Marriage of Convenience. And she is, I'm trying to remember. Let me try to find my notes on this one because it's a little bit complicated. So there's apparently like if you have magical artifacts that helps you out in this world, and her father has sold all of theirs. So in order to get magical artifacts, she wants to join the Royal Artifactual Guild so that she can try to find these magical artifacts. However, they will not let her into the guild because she is a woman. So the only way that she can get into the guild is to have a chaperone. So she befriends the Bull character of this and wants him to be her chaperone. And in order to do that, they have to get married. And so she's kind of like his apprentice of sorts, but then he also is going to potentially use this because he is about to go into rut and he needs somebody to help him through this rut that he's about to go into. And I love Ruby Dixon. She is just one of those authors that is, she's a comfort author for me. Like if I pick up one of her books, it just feels so good to read. Like, I don't know. I just love Ruby Dixon, and I think this book is just so gorgeous, and I have been dying to read this. It has been one of my, kind of like with Honeycutt, it's been one of my most highly anticipated books of this year, and it just came out not too long ago, so I really want to try to get this read before the end of the year. So that will be it for this video. That'll be all the books that I am hoping to read before the end of the year. If you like this video, make sure to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe if you haven't already. Also, leave a comment down below with some of the books that you are hoping to get in before we wrap up this year. I love hearing from you all. Otherwise, that is going to be it, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.